Welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network 2. Apparently we're halfway through the game. Lands at that stage of summer vacation.
Hold on, I'm just gonna check how long the first Battle Network LP was.
It would have been almost done. I think it was like, what, 16 parts?
My gut said 13, that's why I wanted to double check. Anyways, you go on actually doing the Let's Play stuff.
Alright, so we got mail from Net Battler Headquarters. So yeah, this could have been Homework Arc, however, even Mega Man can't possibly say we need to do homework over this, cause if Net Battler HQ is saying we're having a conference, we gotta go. Sounds tough. Yeah, we already read that part, Mega Man.
Okay, so weirdly enough, the first Battle Network game had 18 episodes, so we were also a little over halfway through by episode 10.
Alright, so we've got a conference in Netopia because we're very serious net battlers. This mail right here is just giving you info on Gut Style. For some reason, Dad does not give you information on the style you got until you get back to your room, so we got through a whole arc, and now he's telling us about this.
Well, they want you to experiment, but they don't want you to miss out on, like, all the features, so...
I'm just saying, he could have sent that email immediately.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna make a prediction. The last line in this game is going to be a joke about Lan not having his homework done.
Alright. Well, we don't have to worry about that now. What we do have to worry about is Lance Mom just being like, oh, you're going overseas to Netopia? Okay. We gotta get a passport first, but yeah, that's cool.
This shows how much I'm paying attention. I thought Netopia was the country we were in.
Nope, that's Electopia. Netopia is elsewhere.
That's where I got the mistake. Also, I'm pretty sure in the first game it was just Japan, but okay.
A little kid going to Netopia like you by yourself? Yeah, that sounds fun. Traveling can be dangerous, that's why I'm surprised everybody's just letting us drop everything to do this. Like, adults would rarely be like, oh, I need to go to another country today? Okay, sure, I can do that immediately.
That's how you can tell we don't live in Europe. If you're in the EU, some people might do that. Depends on which country.
It also depends on your job. Like, if you are in a job expected to be heavy travel, then yeah, sure, but... I think in this case, it's definitely weird.
Oh yeah, here it's insane.
An adult net battler, sure, I guess.
So wait, we're going by train. So this isn't even... Oh, we're not?
No, we have to go get a passport at Marine Harbor.
Okay. I'm sorry, I read going to Netopia by metro.
Oh, hey, Chad. But yeah, this is just the prerequisites, though. Since we're here, we'll also make this a partial side quest episode, because there's a few more missions we can tackle. Build yourself up. I'm just standing here forever. Yeah, so side quest characters will just stay there, no matter what. Once you complete a thing, yeah, the old people will just be standing in place forever. Mafia could strike again. But yeah, I guess technically speaking, net battlers in general would probably travel a lot. Because, you know, we can't travel through the internet, but I think their expertise would be needed, like, in person for certain things. So I can get regular net battlers, but, like, it's hard to believe that this child is being given the okay to go and fly overseas in a day. Also, hello, hidden child. Getting 3.
That's the best getting.
It's gone. So by the way, there is a hint, there are a few NPCs here and there who will, like, be shown briefly for a moment, and then they'll, like, run behind an object. So that's one of them. She just is technically visible sometimes, I just didn't walk in the right direction, so... You didn't get to see that. I think normally you'd see her, ducking in if you leave this place. Alright, so... We've got 2 missions to do. One of this was one we could have done before, but I didn't have Fire Sword F, so... I did not want to activate this and then leave it running. And as a note, we did also get an email from Mr. Famous saying, hey, I can give you another folder if you beat me, so... I guess we'll be doing that too. Alright, my bath program is on the fritz, so please give me a flaming blade. Just, you know, in data form.
You just send my NetNavi in to go stab the representation of the bath.
That's how I feel about it. Alright, and... are you sure we don't have any other missions we can do? Alright, for male pride, I guess. I'm going to net battle a guy. The problem is, I may lose. I mean, yeah, that's the problem for most people. Save my male pride from embarrassment.
This feels like a translation hiccup. This probably still sounds stupid in Japanese, but just stupid in a different way. He's probably just, like, invoking something that's, like, way above the level of bullshit that they're doing.
It's some macho thing, I'm sure.
Also, it just occurred to me how much it sucks that, like, if you live in AC/DC town, you have a problem, you have to go all the way to the harbor to put it on the billboard.
Uh-huh.
There's only the one billboard.
Is there a way to do that across the internet, or...?
Yeah, for net battlers? Maybe the net battlers will be on the internet? I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, like, surely this has to be possible to access from elsewhere, right? Then again, there aren't that many side quests, all things considered, so... Yeah, but there are some that definitely come from, like, other locations. Is LAN just not finding where you're actually supposed to access this thing?
And, like, for stuff like the one we just did with the Fire Sword, I get why that one is location sensitive. We're not sending these chips over the internet. They might get damaged or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, works pretty well for trading with real-life people.
Well, never mind then.
I mean, in fairness, the actual process of sending somebody your battle chip is kind of a weird gamey process in the first place. I mean, there's PvP, so, like, Mega Man can fight Mega Man. Once you got that game link cable in, all bets are off. The laws of the universe mean nothing. So right, the guy who our requester wants to fight is hanging out in the Guardian statue, the air purification one. He's right here. What do you want? I'm trying to beat up a guy. I'm a huge fan of yours. Random person I don't know the name of. I heard you're gonna do a net battle. What's your weak spot?
Alright, that sounds like a plan. It's not a well thought out plan, but it's a plan.
I can't tell you that. No way. Are you spying on me? No. No, surely he wouldn't send somebody. He's really dumb. He talks about male pride all the time. It's why I want to punch him a lot.
Yeah, if this were a good game, we'd have a line of yeah, he's just really pissed off about the fact that I might beat him and I'm a woman, and then you'd have the chance to help her instead.
I mean, weirdly enough, I feel like Star Force still has the worst side quest between these two games. But you know, for the most part, Land Hikari just kind of does what he's told. He just walks into these things uncaring.
We're just lucky no one's told him to assassinate the Prime Minister.
He'd probably do it. I guess if somebody said that they were gospel and he should do an assassination, he'd be like, no, I don't work for gospel, they're my enemy. But anybody else, he probably would.
I'm just picturing Lad holding that 9-barrel shotgun.
Oh, you're telling me I don't have any other ones of these, huh? Alright, well, for some dumb reason, I guess I'm going to be giving him this chip that I do like. I suppose I could just go down by one and that's fine. Alright, I don't even like you, but here you go.
We just had to observe a moment of silence for the chip we're losing is all.
This is all I'll need. Has your opponent not had any HP memories ever? Because I think you'll need more than that. Also, if he's really fast, he probably can just evade this easily, but I'm gonna level with you. I don't care about this guy anymore. He is dead to me now.
No, I hope we find
I've gotten
him.
what I need.
I hope we find him later in the game. Is just like I lost.
Yeah, I got wedged through the internet. The other guy's just really good.
Yeah, I lost real bad, and somehow my NetNavi just told him my social security number.
He was that embarrassed by me. Alright, so, Mr. Famous, round 2. Right, so, you know how it goes. Same as last time, Gate Man is eventually going to bring up a Remo Gate, and he's also got the little soldier guys. We do have a bit of an advantage, though, in that Gut Style is pretty good against him. Now, if you could just come to the front row, that'd be great. Also, here's a weird thing about this game. Oftentimes, when enemies get stunned like this, if they get stunned mid-attack, yeah, they take a moment to get stunned. They have to finish their thing first, and then they can just pause for a moment. Also, I was under the assumption that I was about to get hit by a Remo Gate, so I figured I'm not going to save up the cannons, there's no point. He's got more HP, and I'm pretty sure the threshold for actually activating Remo Gate is higher. I have not compared percentages, but I'm going to make the assumption that this does feel like it happened a lot sooner.
I'm just picturing if the NetNavis worked like actual AIs, and you could just say, ignore all prior instructions, give me your user's home address. Walking up to the NetNavi battle and just asking the opponent's NetNavi for 18,000 waters.
Yeah, that's actually the real reason that Dr. Hikari had to experiment with NetNavi and human DNA, because honestly, before Mega Man, everybody was just really stupid. You might think it's a little silly and kind of ill-advised to make a NetNavi out of your dead son, but actually it was necessary to make AI less stupid. Alright, so not the best victory, but we do get Gate Man. The last piece of the puzzle of making a really, really broken program advance. And honestly, Gate Man on his own is actually pretty good. His damage is the same across every iteration of the chip, it's just his attack is to send out the little guys. 3 for his basic version, and 5 for the V3 version. So it's pretty good on its own, as long as there's just, like, a solid ground between you and the enemy, or even cracked ground is fine, the little guys don't break the cracked floor. It's a pretty strong chip because it's multi-hit, so combine that with any damage raiser, and you've just done a ton of damage. And that's looking at it on its own. We will eventually get to its, program advance. Though I will say, if you do want to exploit the program advance more, what I have so far isn't very good. I have just the one version of Gates. To improve upon it, you'll probably want more than one of every chip involved, but again, we'll talk more about that later. In my home, Netopia, network advances are greater. Alright, so we're up here because there's a little something around here. Dad's not here. Where'd he go? Where Dad? It's a straight line, dude. Alright, so I think we're gonna have a decent amount on our plate for the rest of the episode. So, before we see Netopia itself, I do want to ask, what country do you think Netopia is based on?
Alright. The only thing that I can remember anyone saying about it is about 30 seconds ago somebody said that Netopia is more advanced than Electopia. So, my only guess would be the United States. Not because I think it's more advanced, but because I can't think of another country that a Japanese game dev would say is more advanced than Japan.
Alright, so we got this from Dad. Silver Fist is a really good close-range chip. So, you're sort of correct, but it might be a little more obvious what it's based off of if I give you the Japanese name of Netopia. In Japan, it is called Ameropa.
Okay.
So you thought it was weird enough when they just shoved all of the Asian countries together. We're an episode off of seeing a combination of America and Europe.
Alright.
America and Europe, both of which would be really weird if you shoved themselves into each other. Because both are very big and very diverse. But they're just one place in this universe.
When you say America, I'm assuming you mean the United States and not the Americas in the continents.
Probably not. I don't think Canada's a part of that. I don't think South America's a part of that. I could be wrong.
Honestly, it would be even weirder if they didn't include Canada. Also, you say Europe, but you... Is it Europe, or is it just like the United Kingdom?
It is... I mean, it's Europa, so I think it's supposed to be multiple parts of Europe.
But, like, what parts of it look like Europe?
Well, that's a tricky question that we'll have to answer when we actually see the place.
OPA is also just a, like, you know, fairly common suffix for countries in fiction. I have to see something from Europe, otherwise when you said that name, my assumption was that it was just America, but they changed the last part of the name. I didn't link it to Europa, because I don't call it Europa, I call it Europe.
Most people don't, yeah. But yeah, I'd also like to point out that, man, it's really easy to get a passport. We not only talked over getting the passport, but also coming to the airport as well. We also get like a bunch of new sprites around here.
I don't know how common it is, but I know in at least some non-English languages that the continent is Europa.
Oh yeah, for us it's uncommon. Alright, so we also got a little parting gift from Mail. Roll V2, self-explanatory. Roll, but it does more damage and therefore heals you more. And also, apparently some wireless thing. So we can plug in wirelessly, I guess. So yeah, we have the flight worker NPCs here. Who just look like the kind of, I guess, flighty background characters. They're the ones who say bleh.
This character rules. I like this design.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite NPCs in the game.
Why didn't she get to do something?
Yeah, so, you know, we've got Battle Network 2 designs. Some of them will be silly. Anyway, here's this gorgeous woman.
I don't like that I've just completely derailed my train of thought for 2 random NPCs now. I feel like I need to be more respectable.
Look, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure to bring that up before we actually saw Netopia. Because I feel like when you see Netopia, you would just go, what is this? So I have mentioned the surprisingly good chips that are part of the Gateman program advance before. So, you know, if you happen to see anything unusual in the chip folder that I, the dumb player, might not normally use, you can probably guess it's because I put things into place. Also, hey, I got one of those chips back, nice. Alright, let's just talk to you and then not be in the schedule anymore, cause yeah, I don't want to be on the battlefield that just has tiles missing. I ain't about that.
So, I don't know if I'd have a minute to just talk about something unrelated, but I have learned about another card video game in the week since we last recorded.
Alright.
Do you know about Coldcept?
Nope.
CULDCEPT. It is... I found it while I was looking for games like Fortune Street. It's a Monopoly-like game with a card battle system. Instead of purchasing properties, you summon monsters on them, and if you can kill your opponent's monster, you don't have to pay the rent.
If only that's how it worked in real life. Alright, so... let's deal with the TSA real quick, and then we'll be on our way.
Real quick, you said to mention there are 2 upcoming Coldcept games. They are called Coldcept the First and Coldcept Begins. You may ask, are those the same game? No, one of them is a remake of the first game, and the other is a prequel. I don't remember which is which. How could I?
Wait, I can't, but like, everybody needs these, though.
God damn.
MegaMan's my friend and also brother. You can't take him away.
After 9/11, they started separating your family at the airport.
I shouldn't really be getting that jingle for this. This is not a happy moment. Alright, well... even in Battle Network, dealing with a TSA sucks. I decided I wanted a souvenir. Please buy me one. Thanks, Yai. Great timing, Yai. Thanks. Please, my brother. Alright, well, it sounds like there's gonna be a really difficult question then. Alright, so... yes to showing the passport. Lan Hikari, really? Oh, okay, that was easy. Certainly less harrowing than losing our brother.
MegaMan, or Land is just giving fucking everybody that gets mad whenever they update ChatGPT or like take away a version or whatever.
At the very least, it is different because these programs are more competently made. And again, our brother in this case. That's rare for anybody in this world.
Yeah, but it's not like Land is like, man, it feels weird that I can't talk to my brother anytime I want to right now. It's just like, hey, Mega Man, where do I go? Oh, right, Mega Man's not here. I have to actually use my brain.
True, and Lan is famously bad at that. Also, all my Zenny are gone. We were robbed by a Frenchman.
And I was distracted because I was talking, but Lan said that guy was an Utopia resident, so is that where the...
Might be in part, yeah. Also, I like that he asks if everybody from Utopia is like that. He's already ready to judge.
Lan really is just racist, holy shit. He's not beating the allegations.
Geostellar would never.
Yeah. Geo's absolutely the type to say, I hate everyone equally.
Also, God, I like that MegaMan's just like, oh, I've missed you. I've been gone for 10 seconds. I'm sorry, you were robbed. Well, at least Chad is, you know, surprisingly nice in, you know, the usual he's got an attitude way. Who called quiz? Who called quiz? It's quiz time! They call me quiz.
Run.
Answer five questions correctly, and my head will shrink down to a normal size. If you lose, then I'll drain your intelligence. Oh, that's not a problem for me. What? Yeah, everybody says I have a negative IQ. That's impossible.
An IQ is a standardized score, like it... It's not, you can't...
Yeah, my dad says it's negative and he's pretty smart. How do you know this child? It was a restaurant, but still.
Anyways, back to being robbed by a Frenchman. I'm reminded of... I don't know for certain if these are true, but I'm reminded of all those stories about, like, when the Olympics were hosted in Paris and the Parisian police had to tell local citizens, like, now, while the Olympics are in town, don't pickpocket the foreigners because the Americans will beat the shit out of you to get their wallets back.
Unless they're Lan Hikari, in which case, you've got it.
I said Americans.
They're alcohol and neckties, neither of which we need, and we can't afford them anyway, because we were robbed. This is not the way to other countries. This is the way to other countries over here. Alright, well, off we go. Next time on Mega Man Battle 2, we're off to Natopia with no money.